Hi Marion. Yeah, I gotta say, brilliant idea for a video. Embarrassing moments, because I'm sure we've all got loads. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know about a few of mine, some of the more interesting ones. I think probably one of the more embarrassing ones, because at the time I was 17 and at college. And you know those ripped jeans that you're on about, where they're all raggy and made out of bits of material and bits hanging off. Well, I had a pair of those, like baggy skater jeans made out of bits of other jeans. Not ripped to the point where anything was showing, but that sort of style. Anyway, and these are my favourite pair of jeans. I used to wear them, you know, like wash and wear, and it must have had a negative effect on the seams or something, because this one day at sixth form at college, it was the last day I was ever going to wear these jeans, because about 10 o'clock in the morning, I sit down on a chair in the common room, and I hear this almighty sort of tearing sound, and yeah, it was the arse seam in these jeans, and it had ripped all the way from the waistband right down underneath to like the centre seam where the inside leg meets. I suppose the only saving grace was that I had like a hooded jacket with me that day, and that spent the rest of the day tied around my waist so that the back of it hung over my backside, covering up this almighty rip in my jeans, and they went in the bin when I got home. So yeah, that was definitely cringeworthy. Another one that happened more recently, and I did put a comment on your oh my god, I stole a car video about this. It was at my run-in with the police, and I mentioned in one of my other videos about what my job is. Basically we help pensioners claim benefits from the state, fill in the forms for them. So anyway, I'd visited this lady, and they'd got quite a bit of money back, and we were doing some publicity, and we bought her a bunch of flowers, and we were going to go and take these bunch of flowers and get a nice picture so we could put it in the newspapers and more people would ring up and ask for help. So me and my boss, and bearing in mind at this point I've only had this job for what, 6 months? Yeah, 6 months. So we're driving to this lady's house, and it's about probably a good 12-15 miles away from where my office is. So we're driving along, and we turn off and we're going down these country roads, and I look in my rearview mirror, and there's this police car behind me, and he's not got his lights on or anything, he's just following me. So I just carry on as normal, I'm not speeding, got my lights on, it's raining, I've got my windscreen wipers going. I thought, yeah, I'm not doing anything wrong. So anyway, we get into the village where this lady lives, and he puts the lights on and starts flashing at me to pull over. So we pull over and wind the window down, and like I say, it's absolutely pissing it down at this point. And he said, do you know that one of your brake lights doesn't work properly? And I said, no, I didn't. I said, but I'll get it looked at. I said, my dad knows a lot about cars, he was a mechanic, I'll ask him to have a look at it, it's probably just some dodgy wiring. So I thought, you know, that would be it. But no, he decides he wants to do a full inspection of my car. Like, even, can you lift up the bonnet so I can look at your engine bay and make sure that your engine's secure, that it's not like rattling around. And like, my car that I had then was lowered, So the springs on it had sports springs, so that the body sat a lot lower down over the tyres, and I had big tyres on it and alloy wheels and what have you. Anyway, so he's going round and he's trying to check all the tread depth on the tyres, and he checked 3, and one of the ones at the back he couldn't see it very well because of the body work. So he said, oh, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. He said, but the other 3 are all bald, and the one at the front is so bald that the cords from the inside of the tyre are showing through. And he said, you know, that you could have a blowout. You know, and if that happened, especially in wet weather, it'd be really dangerous. So yeah, he had a point, but this next bit is where I was like, no, surely that's a bit unnecessary. No, he decides that he's going to give me 3 points on my driving licence because it's an offence, and he's going to give me a fine of £60, which is like $35 probably, something like that. Anyway, so, and then he said that he could have given me a fine for every tyre and a set of points for every tyre. Now in the UK you're only allowed 12 points on your licence, so that would have been 9 points, and if he'd seen the 4th tyre properly he would have given me a set of points for that one as well, because that one was bald. So I would have like got 12 points, like any more than that, and I would have lost my licence completely. Anyway, I'm going off where I shouldn't, on tangents. So yeah, so he gives me this fine and gives me these points, and I thought, right, surely that's going to be it. No, it's not. He decides that because it's raining and because my tyres are so bad, I can't move my car from where I am. And bearing in mind, I'm like 15 miles away from my office, 15 miles away from my house, and I'm like, oh, what do you expect me to do? Walk back to work, and then, you know, what? So yeah, so I had to then ring the recovery vehicle to get my car. Couldn't have it towed, it had to go, actually all the wheels had to be off the road, so it had to be on like a flat back lorry thing. So they had to take it all the way back to where I work. There's a garage right near where I work, so I took it straight in there and they put new tyres on. But because he'd told me I couldn't drive it, it meant that I had to have it put through a new MOT test, which is like a roadworthiness test, and they give you a certificate, to make sure it was okay to drive once all these things had been sorted out. So I've had to buy 4 new tyres because all 4 of them were shafted. I've had to pay for this test, I've had to pay for this fine, I've had like 2.5, nearly 3 days without my car. I've been having to use my boyfriend's car, and the whole thing has cost me like 320 quid, which is like, no, I've done my maths wrong. Yeah, 320 quid, which is like $600. So I wasn't very happy at all. And the most embarrassing thing is that my manager of this job that I've only had for 6 months was sat in the car next to me the whole time. I mean, like, it's just... So yeah, that's gotta be the sort of one day in my whole life when I've just, you know, wished a hole would open up and swallow me in. Just even talking about it now just gets me all worked up, you know. So I can laugh at the jeans thingy, but I'm sure maybe in a couple of years' time I'll be able to laugh at this. But to me, that amount of money, to lose all that money in like one day, it's just like gutting. So yeah, if I think of any more embarrassing moments that I feel are amusing or interesting in any way, then I'll probably post another video response. Okay, bye.